What's up, everybody? This is your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog on a very happy Tech Tuesday. Listen, we had to bring it back. Listen, technically speaking, is in the building, but you know her by Jessica. Again, she had an amazing story. We brought her on about 2 years ago, and a couple more times after that, where she went from being a cook to 100K in the tech space. Now, everybody was all about that interview. They love asking you, what's the name of the boot camp? She said, I can't tell you. If I tell you, I have to break your feet. So listen, I love it. I'm all about it. And I brought her back because the topic, white glove hacking, piqued my interest. I said, I got to find out more. So reintroduce yourself to the audience who may have not saw you last time and give them a new refresher.
Yes, definitely. Hi, guys. My name is Jessica KW. I am the owner of Technically Speaking. If you don't know my story, I am a self taught engineer. I put myself into the tech space just so I can be able to invest my business and my passions.
Hmm.
It kind of took a swirl on me, so I ended up creating an actual IT company, which not only educates but also helps other businesses.
Hmm.
So I've been doing this for about 4 years, maybe going on five, maybe four and a half. So I haven't been in this field long, but I've definitely been able to go from thinking that $15 an hour was kind of $20 an hour was my mark to now taking 65, $70 an hour deals.
Woo, wait, say that again. Rub it back. You said Winnie. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, $20. I was so excited to even have that $20 job, and I thought like, hey, I can do something with this.
Hmm.
But as I just started to see, just my skill sets in the field and what they actually pay, I'm like, hold on, what? And they're like, yeah, just for your entry level knowledge, we're down to give you 30. So I went up to 40, I went up to 50, I went up to 60. I'm kind of staggering around that 65, 70 round. But when I look around me, I see that that's actually like a small percentage of people making that amount of money.
Hmm.
So, for me, I just feel like, hey, y'all can definitely get into this. This is not
For
my
sure.
bread and butter. This is not my passion. So come on over to the tech side.
For sure, for sure. And so, now that you've been in it for a while, you've been learning, what are some of the things you're able to share with people?
Well, first and foremost, I'm a little biased when it comes to when people say, oh, they want to break into tech. I'm a little
Mhm.
biased. So I say, hey, get into network engineering because I'm a network engineer.
Mhm.
But what I've learned is with network engineering, it plays everything, just learning how data moves from one PC1 to PC2 is encompass everything in tech, software, sales, security. No matter what you are doing in tech, you have to know some level of computer networking. So why not just start there with getting your IT knowledge, at least your foundation, and you can literally go any department you want to go to. So for me, I just feel like that's at least that foundational part is what I need to bestow on people is, hey, this is how when you send an email or you put a like on Facebook, this is how that data travels
Mhm.
from you or your phone to the Facebook server or to the your recipient's, PC or whatever.
A lot of people be like, I don't know, that sounds super complicated, it sounds super hard. But tell them kind of the time frame you learned that in.
Okay, so the time frame that I got certified was
Mhm.
30 days. I've never till this day in my 4 years of being in this field, I have yet to see, hear, or witness anyone who was able to accomplish a certification in that amount of time.
Right.
Now, even though I accomplished that cert, I still didn't know much. So I actually had to go, build hands on and actually, deal with it on a practical sense. That for me to kind of like wrap around and be like, okay, I guess I know what I'm doing. That took about 6 to 7 months. What
Mhm.
I'm learning 4 years into my that this career path, I'm learning that you'll never learn everything. You will
For sure.
always learn something new. So you really can't look at the staircase. You just gotta look at the step, like one step
Mhm.
at a time. And once you just start taking those little bitty steps, you can look back and realize, like, dang, I've gotten far. With me, people say it all the time, you must be smarter. I'm not smart enough. I come from cooking. I went to culinary school. I
Mhm.
graduated high school with a 2.3 GPA. I
Mhm.
barely finished high school. I dropped out in 10th grade and came back in 12th grade, and then I had to repeat third grade. So I was already at a disadvantage. So I
Right.
just feel like if I can do it, someone who dropped out of high school, came back, then obviously you can do it. I'm not a straight A student, not a scholar whatsoever.
Okay. So when you say how your say it again, how your message goes from your phone to Facebook.
Yes. So
Mm-hmm.
if I wanted to like a comment or like a Facebook post or even post a comment,
Mm-hmm.
how does that data travel from me, double tapping to actually being a heart or showing that I made a reaction on that post or reel or whatever? How that data travels is very important for anybody in tech, no matter where you're going, no matter what department you're in. You have to know how what we say how data travels in a network. That's the building blocks of everything we see now. It started off with literally, computer communication. Now, I
Mm-hmm.
want to be specific. I am a network engineer, but I'm a specialized network engineer. I am a voice network engineer, or you can call me sometimes a VoIP, VoIP, which is voice over internet protocol, IP. That means I specifically deal with audio, video communication sent
Mm-hmm.
over the internet. Sometimes analog through the ones and zeros of cables, but specifically, I am the ones to configure, manage, and do all those things with your voice and your video live streaming. So us right now in
Mm-hmm.
my line of field, I would be the one to configure this and monitor this so this can actually happen.
I like it. I like it. I like it. So when people, again, the title is white glove hacking. What
Yes.
is the description? Because I wanted to get you to get lead into it. What is the description of white glove hacking? And what
Okay.
is hacking in general? You can start from there because somebody's gonna come back and be like, "What do you mean?" So just in case cover our bases.
Yes, yes. So when we say you're taking with care, a lot of times we use white glove when we're dealing in, at least in my field, we're dealing with
Hold on, is that on my end or
like a
your end?
C-level. Uh-oh, you're
Okay,
in.
go ahead, say it again. Am I
So
boarding or you're boarding? Okay, say it again.
okay, okay. So white glove is more like taking care of. It's more like special handling.
Mm-hmm.
It's we use it in a general terms when it comes to higher ups in the company or C-level positions. We want to white glove them. So if they have an issue, we got to take special care of their issue instead of saying, "Hey, go put in a ticket. We'll get to it when we get to it." So when we say white glove, it's all about taking special care. Now, when we
Gotcha.
say hacking, hacking is more like finding an alternative. Hacking, just in the simplest term it can be, is just finding a way around, finding an alternative route, finding something that's more better
Mm-hmm.
or more easier, more convenient to do per se. When we say hacking in the IT realm, it's more like gaining unauthorized access. It's more like
Ah.
doing, yeah, doing something that you really shouldn't be doing. So when we put those two words together, we put that those two words together. We have white glove, which is taken care of, and
Mm-hmm.
hacking. So what we're doing is instead of having unauthorized access, we're making sure that we don't get subject to that unauthorized access,
Got you.
right? So with me, my line of work, network engineering, I have to know to some degree how to protect the network. So that goes from all the way to your cables, the Ethernet cables where you plug
Mm-hmm.
into to your phone line or your Wi-Fi router, and then into your computer. I even make sure we can secure that with one, certain cabling, two, making sure that it is put up in a better physical way.
Mm-hmm.
We have what's called port security, making sure that our ports, no one can just plug in. Then moving on to accessing the network. I got to make sure that no one can just access our network. You can only access it if you have permissions. For example, let's say that, well, I used to work at T-Mobile. So I would make sure that no one could just hop on T-Mobile's network, only T-Mobile employees, contractor, people who are approved,
Right.
so I got to block out certain people. Okay, even when people in the company, I got to make sure that you can't go to facebook.com because that's not what you're going to use on our network. You can go to the adp.com, but you're not
Mm-hmm.
going to Instagram or any sites that we deem unauthorized. We can block those things. And it just keeps going deeper and
I like
deeper.
I like how you said block those things that unauthorized. You be at work and you be like, how come I can't get on Facebook? You be at
Yep,
work figuring out how come I can't get on Instagram?
yep,
They
yep.
they, they making sure you're not gonna
Yeah,
get on
we
there.
blocked it. We on our firewall, we decided to say, hey, let's either block this IP address
Mm-hmm.
or let's block this domain name. Let's block the www dot, because sometimes the IP is not static. It doesn't stay
Right.
with the website domain. So sometimes, like Google, I believe Google's like 8.8.8, something like that. We can block that IP, and that's all Google traffic. but they may have an alternative server, or they, something else. So we just, well, firewalls now, they call next gen firewalls, NGFW. And those firewalls, you can not only block basic firewall stuff, which is IP address, MAC address, but you can block even more stuff like words, domains. It's really popular with now companies using it to block, social media
You
sites
got
or
to. They gonna be at
yeah,
work all day, living their best social media life.
yeah, yeah.
Listen, y'all, I was at a training. We on the clock. I look over everybody on Instagram. I said, now listen, y'all lucky I didn't took my Adderall today. I'm focused. But y'all got to stop.
Yes,
Because they're
yes,
gonna be
yes.
the same people asking for help on something. I'm
Yep.
sorry. I think you said it, but Malik Vanderpool asked, what was the first certification you completed?
Oh, that's the only certification I completed was the CCNA, the Cisco Certified Network Associate. It is the entry level Cisco cert.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only one I have to this day.
Look, man,
Well,
look, back it up and tell them again. Because see, people like, I gotta get this cert, that cert, this other cert. I'm like, you just need to get in the door. You really just need to get in the door. But tell them again. Say
okay,
it.
the CCNA,
Mm-hmm.
that's Cisco Certified Networking Associate.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to be fair, I do have knowledge, and the next cert, which is the CCNP,
Mm-hmm.
Cisco Certified. Oh, okay, Cisco Certified Networking Professional. I
Mm-hmm.
have knowledge in that. I just haven't taken the to get the cert because I
Mm-hmm.
mean
You
I'm
making
where I need
money.
to
You
be.
listen, you making 65 an hour. She don't care. She like
Yeah,
65 an hour. I'm good. I don't need another
yeah,
one. And
yeah.
we also had some other people come on Tech Tuesday. Like they're like, how many certs you got? He's like, I got one. I got my foot in the door. That's all I needed was one. And so a lot of this
Listen,
is like courage. It's a combination of courage
I
and,
think
and
what it
jump
is
out there.
too is it's mind over matter. What I've been saying, just kind of running the boot camp.
Mm-hmm.
FYI, I've kind of discontinued the boot camp and kind of focused more on businesses,
Uh huh.
because what I've kind of learned with people is it's a mindset thing. It's, I
Yeah.
can give you all the information I want, but if you tell yourself it's too hard, you're already lost. And
Yeah.
what I find is kind of hard for me to help motivate those type of people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really good with people who kind of already have, like, something established, and they just need it to be streamlined, or they maybe need to add a certain component to it that they just don't have. I'm good with that. And with this whole, like, getting in tech, being in tech, and making the money that you want to make, all I can say is it's really just mindset. Like, I didn't think about any challenges. I just was like, hey, I need $20 an hour, so this is what I need to do with
Hey,
twenty
this is what I
dollars.
need. Okay, what gets me there? Well, here's the biggest thing. I would say don't necessarily give up completely on the boot camp. I would say maybe just hold it once a quarter or maybe biannually, and then bring in you a mindset person, because that's the same thing we had to do with the construction stuff. We brought in a mindset guy, and it's like, you know, if you think you can do it, you can do it. Right? It's one of those things where
Yes.
it's like, somebody be like, "Am I too old for this?" No, look to your left and your right. Somebody your age is doing the exact thing you think you're too old for. So it's all mindset. And like a lot of people in our community get mad when we say that, but it really is. Once you get in the door, if you can do the job, nobody cares. Like they don't care. Um, so thank you for going into that, just that lane itself. But yeah, I would say don't give up on boot camp. Maybe just do one a year, one every 6 months, and then
Yeah.
bring in a mindset specialist every. Like they speak after 3 hours of talking. All right, everybody, let's get our
Yes.
mindset together. um,
Exactly. Okay. Okay.
so with hacking, right now we just saw one of the biggest hacks in the city of Dallas. They hacked the courthouse, and they couldn't hold court all week long. Whoever he was, I'm gonna say he, just for the sake of the argument, might have been a
Hmm.
she. He literally shut everything down. People didn't have court for nothing. They didn't have no tracking tickets. They didn't have no murder cases. They're like, we can't get in. We can't, we unauthorized. All the computers ain't working, and they literally had to shut down the whole city of Dallas. And so then the city of Dallas said, we're gonna invest in cybersecurity and to help us from hacking. Why is hacking and knowing how to hack so important in this current economy?
Well, one, I feel like you always want to protect yourself no matter what.
Mhm.
Two, I feel like it's going to be a rise in scamming because of the economy.
Mhm.
So people are going to do nothing but get skill sets on how to scam you, right? They're not going to learn how to be a network engineer. They're going to learn network so they can make you join a Telegram group to click on the link so they can steal your credit card number. There's been countless of people that are literally posting ads on the internet asking for stuff. Like, I've been reached out to say, hey, can you help me build these certain bots or build these certain algorithms? And I realized later, like, this is, y'all are about to scam people. You're about to use this algorithm that I built to
You'd
scam
be
you.
like, wait a minute, hold on. You start working and you're like, wait a minute.
Yes. I'm like,
Um,
really? It's crazy. And I just feel like, with the rise of, I feel like a lot of people really don't want to work really hard. They want to see what is easy. They want to get the easy way. They want to get
mhm.
the hack in life. Like, how do I hurry up and make it to a million, or hurry up and make it out of my situation?
They don't even
And the
know what they're
quick
gonna do when they get it though.
they don't. That's why it's going to keep going. They're going to hack 100K, and then they're going to blow it, and then they're going to come back and keep hacking. So the best way I know, because we really can't stop them. All we can do is prevent ourselves, or what I like to say is mitigate our risk.
Mhm.
Because no matter what, there's always going to be, bad actors, especially when you
There
know
you
what you
go.
know.
Mhm.
So I feel as though, you have to learn how to, just really make sure that your environment is safe. For instance, don't join a public Wi-Fi network. Like, that's
Oh,
the first
oh,
way you're going to get hacked.
oh no. You're hurting all the coffee shop dreams of people all
Oh,
over.
do not go to
Listen,
Starbucks
I
and
go to
get
coffee
on their
shops and
Wi-Fi.
that's what everybody does though. I literally go to Starbucks. I see all kind of people with their work laptop at
Oof,
Starbucks. I'd be like, okay, this is
oof.
how it happens. Um,
Well, if they could be using a VPN though, because I
it could
use a
be. Hmm.
VPN all the
Hmm.
time, so maybe they could be using that. But I feel like that's the easiest way to get yourself hacked. I can literally just sit in the coffee shop across. I can sit in the McDonald's across the coffee shop with my
Right.
computer and literally just see what you're doing. I could just remote in, make you click on the link, think you won something, think that one of your friends sent a picture, and I can
Hmm.
literally just watch you without even, you won't even know. I'm just watching you check your emails. I'm watching with your phone calls,
Hmm.
talking to your mom. I know everything. I know everything.
What's crazy is I get I had this like search for my credit. Also says we found your email on black sites. I said, well, it's too late. It's there. I can't do nothing. I'm not getting another email. I'm tired. Not just like so. A reason I bring this up. So many people think, "Oh, Erica, you're being dramatic." No, the United States government literally brought in a hack fest, and people are like, "Oh, Erica, nah, man." I'm like, I'm serious. If you have the White House recently challenged thousands of hackers, and this to me is already dangerous because the White House is like, "We challenge you," right? Like that's you asking for trouble. So there's a thing called DEF CON, DEF CON convention in Las Vegas as we speak right now. And 2,200 people showed up. It's literally going on today. And the White
Ooh.
House challenged thousands of hackers and security researchers to try to outsmart top AI models, including OpenAI, Google, Microsoft, Meta, and Nvidia. I'm saying it wrong. So the participants have less than an hour to try to hack it with top chatbots or language models into doing things they're not supposed to do, like generating fake news. You know that quotation, fake news, making
Mm-hmm.
defamatory statements, giving potential dangerous instructions, and more. So again, DEF CON is going on right now, which should scare you. Should be like, why is Skynet? Why is the White House challenging people to Skynet? Um, and 2,200 people lined up for the challenge. So I
Yeah,
thought that was
recruitment.
interesting.
So it seems like.
But that's basically what the government just did. The government was like, "Can you break this? Okay, give him some money. like, like you're hired."
what
Real quick.
we what we have is called bounties. You can literally
Mhm.
get online and do some bounties online, and companies will pay you to see if you can break into their stuff. And they pay you. Even Apple's is one on the list. Open AI, I saw they had an ad on one of their sites like, hey, if you can hack into something, we'll definitely give you. I think it was like 50K or something. Apple has what, 250K. Like, they have their tiers where if
Mhm.
you can try to hack something. Sometimes it's small, like they'll give you like $2,000 for stuff, and sometimes people just randomly like, well, create a software company or create a company and be like, hey, can you what we call penetration testing? Can you
Mhm.
break in? And they can break in. They give them their money and be like, okay, can you help me secure what how you was able to get in? Because if you can do it, I know other people can do it.
I love it. It's the anti-hero job. right? Like this, you know what I mean? Like when you see the super movies, the anti-hero, like, I just broke into your stuff, but I'm gonna help you. Like you're like, wait, wait a minute, what just
Yep.
happened? But that's
It's
essentially what happened to Dallas. They were like, hey, we broke into your stuff. We want $6 million. We don't have that. Well, give us 1 million and we'll help you get back into it. And so I think Dallas made some kind of deal or whatever. But
yeah, yeah.
it's insane because it shut the courthouse down. And them police were like, we got to find this person.
Yeah,
Um,
that's crazy because the courthouse is usually on an older system. Courthouses,
mhm,
banks, more of the government branches, they're on their own IP address range. They're
mhm.
on a real very old legacy system. So the fact that they got hacked, that should have definitely been like, hey, okay, maybe we should upgrade.
Are you trying to say it's an inside job? Is that what you're telling me? Somebody on the
Mhm.
inside did it. Um,
Yeah.
Somebody said they're taking their CCNA in 3 weeks. They reach out? Can people reach out to you and book consult calls and just like if they need help, or do you have that option
Um,
on your page or no?
Yes, on my page, I do have a Discord. It's free.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, most of the people in Discord are network engineering folks in the field, trying to get in the field. So if you just, click on the site and you'll see the Discord button, hop right into it and just start asking your questions. There's tons of people who will answer you for free. If you do want my time, I do have consult calls. They are probably blocked off. Just like I said, I just kind of like hid
She's
all of
she's like,
like the
I ain't got time to convince.
yeah, I'm just, just to be, really transparent with the people. It's taxing energy
Mm-hmm.
wise when I'm trying to help you low key following my footsteps from literally no college. I don't really know anything. I'm artsy. Let's go deal with my left side of brain instead of the right brain. And there's people who will ask 50 million questions and not even bust a grape. And
Yeah.
it's like, they clone each other too. And I'm like, I can't. And if I do it, it would be at a price that y'all probably can't afford. So why would I do that? I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to help y'all, not break the
Mm-hmm.
bank with y'all. So I really just had to step back and be like, you know what, maybe I need to recalibrate and see where I really want to go because the boot camp is a lot
Well, you
with
should. That's why I
people.
say just do it once a year, and that's it. Like it's the annual once a year. Don't get left behind kind of thing, and you drum it up so that it's full. Maybe 50 people in there, 100 people or whatever, and that's it. That's all you do. But yeah, I'm glad you're speaking on that because so many people say y'all should help more people get into tech, and I literally started a Breaking Into Tech Facebook group, and I said, okay, you guys. Have your LinkedIn ready. Tell me what courses you took, and I'm connect you to the recruiters. People in there like I ain't got a LinkedIn. I ain't took no courses. Baby, I can't do nothing for you till you help yourself. Here's a link. Call, come back when you took the course and then let's go from there, right? Like it's really just that simple. But I can help you connect with each other at least. That way you can connect with each other. So
Hmm. Hmm.
Shannon in the comments said yes, they're on a super old system. I worked as a court officer and clerk of courts in New York City. Yeah, that's why I'm shocked. I'm like, who tried to hook their Facebook up to the courthouse computers? It was somebody auntie that's 50 up there trying to get on Facebook on the courthouse computers, messing it
Hmm.
up for everybody.
Something definitely was left open because with legacy systems, it's like you would think that it's hard, it's easier to hack, but it's really hard because you have to understand. You got to kind of have like somebody physical or something inside to give you that access. So unless somebody was just 100% real careless and that was just
Hmm.
a bad day, or somebody knows somebody knows somebody.
Somebody said they left that back door open so they could get back in and wreak havoc. It's called revenge. Listen, if you getting rid of, if you're doing all this hacking, y'all better go hack into them student loans and set some people free. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say.
Right, come on, y'all.
Goddess Noel said, I worked for the federal government twice. The systems are old and we're down daily. I think that's why y'all like working for the federal government because it'd be just so, them computers look like HPs from 1992. It
Oh,
looked like,
I
remember Home
hate
Depot had
them.
old computers before they got rid of them with the green letters on the screen? You're like, what is this?
Yes, they do use that. They still have the black screen. You can't even use a mouse. You have to use like up and down arrows.
Like trying to get to your clickers, click, 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 click.
Oh man, I hate that. I worked for United Healthcare and I just was like, oh no, you guys need to upgrade this system. There's no way.
You came to work and just took your bag. I'm out. I can't.
Yeah,
This is
I'm
too
putting in
old.
claims like this. Gotta go. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you guys, this is taking 4 hours just to do one claim. It can't do it.
Yeah.
Somebody said the federal government are migrating to the cloud. That's even scarier.
That is.
That's even scarier because they they can't even do with the old system. Where they gonna put your data? That's why when people always be like, "We need more healthcare, more this," I'm like, "No, we need less government. Government can barely hold on as we speak, and we giving them
Mm.
billions." Okay.
Well, you know what? I kind of agree. Migrating to the cloud, I feel like what they're doing is migrating to a decentralized cloud, especially since they got rid of Swift.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's definitely going to be a lot of cloud based going on with the government, how they're moving stuff around. But I
Mm-hmm.
honestly think it's going to be in a more decentralized way.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'm for decentralized, organizations or technology, but I feel like other people can look at it as so now they're tracking, like they see every single dollar we spend, they see every single thing we do, and I'm like, but in return we see everything that they do. So I mean, everybody stuff out, everybody business out.
Man, that's the making of a villain movie. I don't know. Well, because here's the issue. Um, Anytime we do massive upgrades in this country, I think we have about 40% of people are just like, "What's going on? What's happening?" So when COVID happened and everybody went home to work from home and kids were home for school, they were like, "We have hundreds of thousands of kids with no laptops, no internet. Wait a minute, we got to actually give the kids laptops. They're giving them laptops. Okay, now they don't even have internet. They had their houses, so you saw pictures of kids sitting in Taco Bells and Starbucks on these
Mm,
laptops, and I'm like, that. Listen, we're not even ready. Okay. Um,
yeah, we're not,
Shannon
unfortunately.
Shannon might have came in a little late, but here's this one. She said, "What about certificates? I'm currently taking a free course with ISC2 for cybersecurity certificate. Explain to her again how you only have one certificate."
Yes, I only got one certificate. The CCNA, Cisco Certified Networking Associate, is the entry level position to Cisco systems. I got that, and that has carried me along. I'm telling you, it's the associate, it's the bottom tier cert, and that's just the only cert that I've had. I did go to like a course, MIT professional course for blockchain, but I mean that really didn't do too much, really. Honestly.
So really, it's really getting out there. That's what I really be
Yeah.
telling people. Like,
Yeah.
just get out there. Somebody said that's what's happening in the feds. I just retired from government. Ooh, Lord. I'd rather have the old system when you got 55-year-olds and they're like, "What's going on?" I seen how my mama worked the computer. I want them to put it back, put it back. They're
Mhm.
running a campaign to get, I think, 1 million certified in cybersecurity. We gonna need them. I mean, Jessica, what's the future you see for
The
hacking?
future, the future with tech that I see is cloud. With
Mm-hmm.
me being a network engineer, I've been getting a lot of contracts that deals with cloud, that deals with taking Cisco systems and either making them on a cloud deployment
Mm-hmm.
or migrating them from Cisco to a cloud vendor like Microsoft or Google. Usually it's
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft that I'm migrating. And with that, they are hiring a lot of cybersecurity people. They even in one of the contracts, the one that I got, for cybersecurity. And they're like, yeah, they're just going to shadow you. And I'm like, I'm a voice network engineer. Why are our cybersecurity interns shadowing me? But
Whoa,
I see the
whoa, wait a
demand.
minute. I don't know what I'm doing. Get from away from over here.
Correct. Like maybe I'm not the best one.
Well, I mean, it's funny too, because then it's like, well, we can just train them all at one time, stick them all over there together. That might be what they're thinking.
Yeah, probably. And they're training me too on session border controllers, which is like kind of like a cloud way, or a better way of routing traffic.
Hmm.
And that's kind of moving from Cisco routers or Cisco switches onto Ribbon is the company, is the vendor. So it's a lot of different changes. Even when I take interviews in the field or just talk to folks,
Hmm.
they're just like, I need your skill set because there's no one out here with your skill set. And what
Hmm.
I end up doing is I end up telling the company how to get rid of what my skill set is. Like, hey, this is how you get rid of your Cisco. But they're like, we need people, period, with that knowledge. It seems to me is that they don't have anybody, at least in the category that they want them to, that understands how data travels, understands the foundation of it. So
Hmm.
me coming in, they're like, yeah, help me basically get rid of people with your skill sets, but instill, no one has your skill set, so we can kind of transfer you into something else, which I'm seeing that they're trying to transfer me into something like cloud based,
Mm-hmm.
like dev ops, like Deloitte. Why would you see my resume? My resume is Cisco network engineering, but yet you want me to do DevOps for you. So it's
They're like, we need just fill it, fill the space. We need it. We can train, but
yeah,
that's the beauty of it, that they can train you. And now when you if you want to leave, well, I'm trained in this. I need another 20 grand on my salary.
listen, every 6 to 7 months, I would go up $10.
Mm-hmm.
Every 6 to 7 months, I would go to a job and I would learn something. And I'd be like,
Right.
oh, okay, I didn't learn that last job. Now, I would literally put down my resume and they say, okay, well, what's your pay rate? And I'd be like, well, and I would just put 10 more dollars on what I am making. And they'd be like, oh, okay, that's good. Because well, at least I know, but I'm still building my confidence. But I know that's still low for them. They're
Right.
willing to pay me $80, $90 an hour. And I'm scared to ask that. I'm like, can I just get 60?
So, and you guys, and so if you, for those of you who came in late, there's 110 people in the chat. At least drop a one in the comments if you're enjoying the conversation. The reason I brought her on is white glove hacking, and this is the website called Hacker News. If you just sit on there for about an hour, you're gonna be like, "Oh Jesus," you know what I mean? You're gonna be like, "All my data, all my stuff." Like you're gonna really realize how well paid cybersecurity specialists and people who can prevent hacking are going to be. And so if you can get with Jessica, like I'll put her website in the chat. I'm telling you, there's a lot of opportunities coming up because you have people sitting at home all day thinking, how can I break into something? And companies are on the reactionary or on the defense. So they're going to pay people whatever. Like Jessica went from, you said $20 to what, $65. I
Yep.
mean, again, and you came on the show what, 2 years ago. You know what I mean? So it's like I be telling people, I'm like, it
Yeah, that
moves
was that
fast.
was $32. I think when I came on the show last, I think I was the highest at 32,
Hmm.
35. Don't remember that contract, but yeah. And now 2 years back, I doubled.
And so they come in the form of contracts. So how long are your average contracts?
1 year.
Okay,
Sometimes they will renew. Well, when
hmm,
I start off with a contract, they usually say like 6 months or so because
gotcha.
I'm here for a project and they're
Hmm.
expecting the project to be done in 6 months. However, if the project gets pushed back because of their finances or because of just business, they will extend it. A lot
Right,
of times they just like me being a part of the team and they'll be like, well, we'll just keep extending until we just run out of work for you. And that's
gotcha.
usually when my contract ends, is when I just run out of work and it's like, okay, well, they told me they're not going to renew for the next 3 months. They gave me like 3 weeks to find
Hmm.
another job, and honestly, it takes 2 weeks to find a job. I think the longest it took me was 3 months, and
Hmm.
that's because T-Mobile laid me off right on Thanksgiving, and then
Dang,
Christmas
yeah.
and New Year's. Yeah, then New Year's came and it was
Nobody's in work really. Nobody's hired in the hiring mode.
yes, yes, yes. But right
But
after
that's
that,
a
that New Year's, it was good.
when they lay you off, they give you a check. No, that's the key right there. Did you get a check on the way out? That's all that matters, right? We
Correct.
had some friends get laid off from Dale. Dale did a bunch of firings, and all of them were like, "Oh, such a struggle." People are like, "Oh my god." They're like, don't cry for us. We all got a month's worth of paycheck. Like we're good. Like we
Yeah,
literally got a month's worth of paycheck. We're fine.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's not that bad, especially if you kind of know a little bit of money management. Then it's
mhm.
kind of like you're set up for success, honestly.
Yeah, just don't be out there with the Porsche out there. Don't get the Porsche first. Wait a minute.
I
Uh,
still drive my beat up Honda. Okay, I have not changed.
Listen,
People be like, "You make money, you should be." No, no, I'm good with what I'm doing.
if you can see the parking lot over here at Dale and at Apple, man, ain't nothing but old cars out here. People be coming from California. I don't know if California people scared people kept breaking in their cars or something, but they be out here with old cars from California, and I know they got money. In that particular one part of the parking lot is 185,000, and that people going in that building like starting level.
Mm,
So trust me, these people got money. They just ain't. Again, I keep telling people, the people that have money ain't going crazy with cars. It's not the thing. Like, and I like car. I'm a car person, but I still don't be like, that's okay. I'm good. Like, I much rather take vacations and sit in first class on planes. So,
yeah, yeah.
um, so yeah. So tell me, what are some of the ideals and future projects you're hoping to get on, and future income you're hoping to explore?
So lately, at least in the past 6 months or so, I've been freelancing my blockchain skills,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been coming along with some clients that have allowed me to, develop some things for them. I've developed a couple of DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, from the ground up, like even going to get the LLC in Wyoming, all that good
Mm-hmm.
stuff. I've even been able to do a couple smart contracts, at least work with the team to audit some of the smart contracts. I've even been able to with
And
free.
before you go on, can you explain
Yeah.
smart contracts? Because some people are going to be like,
Oh,
"What? What's that mean?"
yes, a smart contract is just a contract, you could say part of the blockchain, and all it does is it automatically executes. So one party will say, "Hey, I will sell you this house if you give me this money," and you don't need a middleman. So that once the party sends you the money, you immediately get the deed to the house. You don't need a bank to ask permission. You need the government. It's just peer-to-peer transaction, and the smart contract is what gives you that security to you don't need to trust this other person because the smart contract is here for security.
Boom.
So that's what I've been auditing per
Mm-hmm.
se. And then obviously still going into my VoIP and my network engineering skill sets, which is just consulting with other companies. So what I see here is I see that a lot of companies would rather have ad hoc services than to
Right.
hire an employee or hire a contractor. They could just
Mm-hmm.
hire my small business and I put my skill sets, help them with the project, they pay me, I'm out. So that's kind of like where my direction is going. So I've been really honing in on blockchain education. I've been educating a lot of people on how blockchain can fit in their world,
Mm-hmm.
specifically business owners, because those are the ones that reach out. Um, and even on the VoIP communication, just staying secure when you're on your computer, period, even if it's outside of voice and video.
Mm-hmm.
Again, starting with education, but really offering these services. I really see myself having my students. I have about 200 lifetime bootcamp members that,
Mm-hmm.
I stopped the subscription. I said, these are the only people who can, stay. And these people, I'm helping them. They're taking internships through my company to be able to provide that work for my clients. So I can take
Nice.
a step back and get my hands dirty, at least with back and food.
Mm-hmm.
So my future right now is really just making sure that I can get my client base up with in
Mm-hmm.
blockchain, VoIP, and even consulting. Because a lot of people just want to know, like, so what tech should I have in my business?
Gotcha.
So just with that, I've just been honing in, packaging that up on Upwork, Fiverr,
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, LinkedIn, you name it.
So would you say that once you start getting these skills, it just kind of lends itself to entrepreneurship and more contracting?
Exactly, exactly. I feel like I have a lot of information and
Mm-hmm.
I definitely need to spew it out. I definitely need to help those, but I still want to take a step back from being the front runner. So
Gotcha.
like I said, my main thing is building the clientele so my interns can have viable work to put on their
I
resume and
love it.
go get a job.
So how many people are in your boot camp? How many people that you have are lifelong students?
Lifelong students, I have about, I say 200, but it's around like 180,
Mm-hmm.
190 something, but I just rounded off to 200.
This is why I tell people how important uh this is how important it is to kind of get locked into helping others and having a crew of people that you work together with, because at the end of the day, like this is imagine it. I mean, like in my words, again, this might not be your words, but in my words, you have 180 employees potentially. You can go to any company and say, "Look, I got 180 folks that could be at your beck and call, can work with you. Are you ready? If you're not ready, you know what I mean? That's kind of one of those things, and people don't understand. Like, there's a power in that. There's a power in telling 5 recruiters, "Hey, man, I've got like 1,000 people in my Facebook group that are ready. Are you ready?" You know what I mean? So it's one of those things I tell people. I'm like, be of value, be of service. Someone said once you become an employee at Amazon, you can switch to become a AWS cloud engineer. Just saying. That's good.
Mm,
That's interesting.
I did work at Amazon now.
All right, get another bag. um,
Exactly.
So you guys, I'm not banning anybody. I'm just timing. If you're not talking about the topic, I time people out all the time. Don't take it personal.
No.
If you're not talking about the topic, I'm like, Get focused. We're talking about tech here. It's a Tech Tuesday. So, what are some other things that you're looking? You're working with people. You're kind of getting back in consulting. You said you was cooking again. What's going on?
Yes, yes. So I have a couple clients that do fly out to Houston and I do
Mm-hmm.
private events for them and I love it. I do it in one of my Airbnbs because the island has the stove and yeah, I'm
Oh,
able to like chef it up. It's so great. They pay well and I just feel like I miss this. So
it
yes,
gives you
I've
a
been
good
trying
break.
to. Yeah, it definitely does. You know, I've been trying to. I started this year off with 3 full-time jobs. I lessened one. Now I have
Woo.
two. I'm trying to get down to one more. It's just a lie. I don't want to. Honestly, it's just I don't want to be the worker anymore. I want to just
Right.
lend my skill sets to people who want, and then go and do my own thing.
Yeah.
So
It's the balance to it.
yeah, I'm transitioning kind of
Mm-hmm.
out of that thing because it's honestly I feel like I've got kind of like hold on to that paycheck type of feel. Like
Mm.
it's just that deposit every 2 weeks. It's just like, oh goodness, I'm about to go buy a car.
Uh-oh, got a car. Peace out, y'all.
Yeah,
Going to
but
Bali. Peace out.
but no matter how much money I get, at the end of the day, I still would rather take the cooking for $20 an hour because that's just what it fuels me when to wake up.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, I don't want to waste this. I want to make sure that I give my knowledge out. I
Mm-hmm.
impact lives. I help people who look like me get into tech because
Mm-hmm.
people look at me all the time like, there's no way you have these tattoos, you have locks in your hair, and you're dressing how you want coming into this corporate office. Like, who are you?
Girl, over here in Austin, they be in pajamas at the Apple.
Oh
Like our building's across from the Apple, and y'all already know I ain't telling y'all where I work, but the building's across from the Apple. You can figure it out. And then so like you'll see people in pajamas. You're like, y'all just go home. If it's that bad, go home. But that's how they be over there. And I said
man.
that
Yeah.
person must be really special because they let them come in looking rough. I
I
seen a
come
white
to
girl with a
work
bonnet
with a
on.
hoodie. Oh, not the bonnet.
With the bonnet, I want to be like. And then she took her hair down one day. She has curls, but I was like, okay. I was like,
Yeah.
you passing today, but I don't know.
You better calm down.
You better calm down, not the bonnet. But that's how crazy.
Man.
But that's what I want y'all to understand. When I talk about these tech spaces, I really know women who take 6 months off after they have a baby. They like, you can have more time, just don't quit. Don't quit because we do not have a society of people we like shoveled into these careers, right? And
Yeah.
so everybody wants to do it easy. I strongly suggest y'all try to find something that's a little bit harder. That road opens up to more money and more opportunities. Just being
Yes,
honest.
stop. I get the work smart, but if you gotta work hard first before you get to the smarts, like you don't
Hmm.
even know how to work smart without some hard work behind you. Like
For
there's
sure, for
no
sure.
way. Like wasn't easy getting my cert in 30 days. Like I spent
Hmm.
8 hours Monday through Sunday, 30 days every day in the library
Hmm.
look because I didn't have any money. So I had to go and read their books that was there. I couldn't check them out or anything because I wasn't a resident. I
Right.
went and I moved from Georgia to Minnesota, like a whole
Hmm.
nother culture, a whole nother time zone. Like I was not around family. It was like, dang, how I'm gonna eat. I usually only ate at work because they would give out free lunch because they didn't pay us. Like I would play work. I would literally
She
play
like, I'm
work.
here to get the free food. Don't nobody tell nobody.
They did not give me a paycheck, and I did all that only because they promised me $20 and a hotel room.
Ah, yeah. See, people don't realize there are boot camps all over the United States right now, and they're very interesting when you read like requirements and different. So I always tell people choose wisely, but also if you can find a way where you don't have to completely uproot your life and go somewhere else, you can do that as well. I'm gonna tell y'all like this: I would cram for
Mm.
2 weeks if I were y'all and get your foot in the door. Some of y'all might need 2 3 months, but for some of these stuff, 2 weeks and you can BS half the interview at least. Girl, I joined a bot called Octopi, and it applied for like 650 jobs. It was crazy. And so
Oh
the
wow.
phone rang off the hook. But yeah, but I knew recruiters, so it was like I just had a foot in the door, so it didn't matter.
Yes, yes, yes. Please, guys, be on LinkedIn. Like I get hits every day from LinkedIn. I'm like,
Hmm.
I'm not looking for a job, y'all.
Yep.
Like, please, please,
And
like,
what would you recommend not to be on your LinkedIn?
will be on your LinkedIn. Use
Hmm.
your LinkedIn as a professional Facebook. You should
Hmm.
be posting your knowledge. Like
Hmm.
use the timelines. Like, oh, I've learned about, how to connect. how to interconnect certain systems or something in your realm. Like, be very specific and use hashtags. Use hashtags that you're Black, that you're a man, that you're a woman, that you're gay, that you're like Joe Biden. Use hashtags because they no, seriously, they really want
I'm
people
sorry.
to
As soon as you
be,
said that, I just said what? Go
because
ahead.
it's true, they really want specific people, and recruiters are looking for, like, okay, they this company needs a Black girl, so
Mm-hmm.
how can I find a Black girl with network engineering skill sets? Oh, well, here's a Black girl. When I come into not search pound network engineering, I see here's a Black girl right here, and it says Black. If I look up Black, I see her, and those skill sets look pretty
Listen.
good. Let's have an interview. Let's see. And my personality is not scary, so now they're
Mhm.
like, oh, I guess I can. You can bring over. You can come over. And
I'm
that's
gonna put
that's
it.
really
I'm gonna
all.
put it to y'all like this. One of the applications said, "What are your pronouns?" I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Y'all, the stuff they asking is kind of weird, but I understand, and I'm more again, just get your foot in the door, you guys. There's a lot of people. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. I could go left or right with this. I'm gonna
The
stop.
rumor is there's gatekeeping. There is no
It
gatekeeping.
isn't.
Okay, if you
They
don't
just
know
need
it, you
people so
don't know
bad.
it.
They need people
Okay.
so bad. It's crazy.
Yes, yes.
You
There's
can
no
really ask for a
gatekeeping.
lot. Like, not even being funny, I had a bunch of HubSpot certs. They were like, "Oh, okay, you're already working on it. This is great. This is great." They need people bad, y'all. I'm just put it that way.
Yep,
Um,
yep, yep,
what did it
yep.
say? Blockchain immutable smart contracts with hash algorithms. Okay,
So
okay,
hash
okay.
algorithms, I learned that in my field as network engineering. Oh, because we have to update certificates on the server. So we have to use specific security algorithms, hash algorithms like SHA-256, to ensure that the server is secure and it has that license, that security license. So knowing that, automatically I know a little bit of security, but I go into blockchain, and that's all it is hashing out algorithms, and you'll see they're using SHA-256.
Bam. Listen, y'all, she's giving y'all a lot of free information. Y'all don't even realize. You guys, I put her links in the chat. There are several. I'm gonna read these off. I apologize. Hold on. Cedric Webb, thank you for the $10 super chat. Is it possible to get a job with the Google cybersecurity certificate alone?
Yes, yes, any sir, you can go on LinkedIn and get LinkedIn certified.
For real. Listen, and really, I want people to be updating their LinkedIn. I don't know how many times we're gonna have to say it, but you need to update the LinkedIn.
If you're not, what I think you guys should do too, delete Facebook, delete Instagram, keep LinkedIn. Treat it like a social media, but a professional social media, right?
Hmm.
Just act like your boss or your future boss is watching. What would you post? Post your knowledge, post what you've done. You can post like, oh, I took a nice walk today. They still want to see you be human, be regular,
Yeah.
but they also want to know, like, okay, what do you know? And just
Hmm.
because you got your resume on there, that kind of still don't cut it. They want to see what you're actively doing. They don't
Yeah.
really care about your resume. They care about, can you do what I'm asking you to do?
Right.
Period.
Again, I get this question every time I do Tech Tuesday. Do I need to go to college to get a degree in the tech industry?
No, not at all. Okay. I have no degree. I went to college, but I dropped out in like 7 months because I'm just like, whoa, that's a lot.
It's
Right.
a
And then I went
lot.
I went to trade school
Hmm.
and culinary arts, and I stayed there for like 9 months, but I was working too. And I honestly was not the type to work and go to school. I was going to pick one or the other. And
For sure.
bills had to be due, so obviously that was work. But I was working at Benihana's. I was a Benihana chef, so that,
Benihana.
yes,
Look
yes.
at
So I
you out
cooked
there.
for. Oh yes, yes. I pop the shrimp in my hat, pop the shrimp in your mouth. I make the
Li-
heart, make it beat.
Listen, when I do I got like some I got some mastermind and big events happening in DFW in Houston and Central Texas next year. I look, we're gonna get you to cook one night. We're gonna figure out how we can like, hey, special.
Listen, come on
Special.
through. That's what I do for my private events. I have my own flat top. I put it on top of the stove, and I just Benihana hibachi all your
Hmm.
food. They love it. People love the show,
Yeah.
So that's just always been fueling me. And I'm just like, hey, I need more money. And this tech thing just sucked me in.
I feel you. It's down a rabbit hole because then it's like, It's who you know. Oh, I'm going over to this company. Are you interested? You'd be like, I don't know. I just got here. So, people be doing that at work. You'd be nervous. What's happening? Is this a test? So
The energy company I work for, they're like, if they're like, if they're asking you for more, we can match that. We'll actually give you 20K more. And I'm
it'd be
like, first
like,
of all, calm down.
if they're asking you, we have monies, okay? And that's what y'all should do when y'all get to work. Be like, listen, I really like working here, but this company down the street offered me, you know, another 10K, 10, 15K. And people act like that's not a lot of money. Why would a company match it? I worked at Lowe's as a manager. Lowe's and Home Depot would poach managers from each other. And all they would offer would be like 10K. Hey man, you making 57? We can offer you 67. And people be like, I'm gone. And you be like, it's just 10K more. But again, 10K, 20K is life changing for some people. You never know. So again, y'all, like,
When them taxes hit, it makes a difference
makes
sometimes.
a difference. Write off everything. No, I mean,
Correct.
listen, the last 3 years I haven't written off stuff and I'm like crying. I'm like, could y'all
Oh,
please stop breaking my ankles? It hurts.
oh no.
Somebody said CompTIA search the truth. Invest in CompTIA labs. The cert tests are pricey but worth it. Good to know. I
Yes,
think it's
yes.
only like $333. So it depends on which one you're talking about. But I'm just gonna say, I get it. 300 is big for some people. I'm gonna leave that alone.
I paid 350 for my CCNA.
350.
And I didn't have that to give.
It was an investment. So
For sure.
somebody said, "Can I put on LinkedIn? Can I put it on LinkedIn even though I'm presently taking the course?" I'm gonna let you answer that.
Can I put on LinkedIn if I'm pressing? I mean, yeah, definitely let them know, like, hey, I'm actively taking it. But like I
Mhm.
said, you should be using the timeline feature. You should be posting actively. So it doesn't matter what certificates you really have. They're looking at, oh, look what you have been doing. They want to see the work. And the only way to see the work is through a social media platform. And since y'all killed Facebook and Instagram, LinkedIn is the best one.
It's the advertisers. We apologize. Just like throwing it over there. Somebody said, "What can you do with Python?"
Woo! Okay. I
Fancy.
love Python. Okay. First thing I do is I data scrape with Python. Back to our ethical hacking topic. So with Python, when you guys definitely need to be careful with is we can do something called web scraping. We can utilize a code to scrape data from the internet to get whatever we want to get. For example, if you are the type that likes to post everything on Facebook or social media and just, oh, look where I'm at or whatever, we can literally see where you're at, see the landmarks, or see, okay, you're behind a McDonald's that's across from a water tower. I
Mhm.
can web scrape McDonald's in the next to a water tower on the southeast of America or whatever you said you were at, and see exactly what state you're in. Then I can go even further and see what city and what street you are on. Like I can get really intricate with knowing where you are at with Python alone,
She's
and you
like,
don't have to tell me.
"Do you want to work for the feds?" Is what she just asked you. Do you want to be FBI's favorite person?
Yeah.
Now,
And that's just Facebook. You can
yeah.
actually, NASA's been hacked with just HTML, CSS before. So crazy. Go look it up. It's in the books. Someone took HTML, did some code with it, and was able to hack some of NASA's servers. It's crazy. So Python, imagine you can do even more. And if you just add on other languages or add on more, I would say, more advanced topics in Python,
Mhm.
man, you can be a whole beast. Like big data is data's big out here. Python, you can get data,
Data
right?
is gold.
Hmm.
What can you
Hmm.
do with Microsoft SQL?
Okay, back to I mean, it's a database. It's for you to be able to relate data, have organize your data. So what you can do with it is you can become like a data scientist or a data analyst in a sense. I go straight back to Python. You can use SQL with Python and web scrape, put all that data into a nice database. Doing that again, you're more like a data scientist or data analyst. You can even go into cloud where you are building, let's say, AWS databases. You need SQL to structure and query those databases. Facebook uses this. Everyone uses it. So you having that knowledge, you're able to understand database structures and organizing data. Data's big. We're all about data. All people want to do is data, data, data. So if you can organize that data, you have a job, whatever title you want to be.
Somebody said web scraping is serious.
Listen,
Man, y'all ain't
listen.
getting away with nothing no more. Nothing.
At all. Okay.
Hmm.
Like, that's why I say you have to be careful. It's white glove hacking. It's you making sure that you mitigate the risk. You're not subject to the bad actors out here to actually getting hacked and getting your identity stolen. And
Hmm.
these hackers are younger and they are grasping more things, and technology is advancing. So you may think like, oh, I could just put a passcode on my phone. We can
Girl,
hack
bye.
that.
Pop, pop, plop.
Yeah,
Listen,
like,
these women with if they got time, they gonna hack. They ain't even got no search. They just
yes,
pure
women
anger. Just
definitely.
I'm gonna figure it out.
That is so true. We are relentless.
Women should be in tech more because y'all be hacking people's shit. Okay. SQL can be a data analyst. Raphael said, I'm late to the party, mad I missed a notification. Got to get my SQL skills up.
Yes, yes,
Some
yes. Get those
somebody
skills up.
somebody said put mad respect on HTML and CSS.
Listen, they took HTML and went and hacked NASA servers. It's crazy. Like HTML, we don't even say that's a programming language. It's a markup language. So how can someone take a markup language and hack NASA? Like, that makes no sense. But they did it, and yeah, imagine you think you're better than NASA. You think you're more secure than NASA?
Okay, come on now. We had a family member who was a janitor at NASA, and he was highly paid. I said, "Why are they paying y'all so much?" But then I thought about it, I'm like, "Hey, you just need one person mad at work, let everything out." So he was one of the most highest paid janitors I've ever met. I think about 145,000. This is in the late '90s,
Ooh.
so that's rich, rich.
Ooh.
Okay, that's rich,
Yeah.
rich. So I don't know what they pay janitors now, probably a lot. But
Yeah.
did y'all have any more questions for her? Listen, y'all had her on a hot speed. That was like boom, 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 question, question. I was like, hold on, y'all had her on
No,
a
that's
hot seat.
good. This is my RAM. I am a subject matter expert in computer networking. I'm more of a professional in blockchain. I'm still working on my expert, but as far when it comes to network engineering, when it comes to accessing network, securing the network, configuring the network, architect the network, managing the network, monitoring, I am your girl. I am. I pride myself and I'm confident in saying that I'm an expert in Cisco unified communication. So please ask your questions. What do you want to know? How do you want to get in? I'm do not mind just spewing that out to you guys. So
Okay. So so is there what's the price point for your consulting currently, or you don't have it up there on there? Or I know you've
um
been kind of focused on what you're doing, taking breaks, but
yeah, it's not on there, but it's
hmm
$50 for 1 hour.
hmm
We're definitely going to make sure that you come out with a plan of action. You actually have, actual items. But yeah, it's $50 for an hour. I don't know if it's on the site, but I'll make sure that my designer has it.
add it at
She
least.
she just,
Hello, person in the background. Hello.
yes, I heard her say it's added, so it's there.
Somebody said, where can you learn more about blockchain?
I would first start off by YouTubing, just Googling, honestly, because it's so much that you honestly don't know where to start. And I think you should just gather a whole bunch of information and see what kind of resonates with you. Is it the smart contracts? Is it the DAOs? Is it the NFTs? Is it the cryptocurrency? Is it tokenization? Is it algorithm? Like, what interests you with the keyword blockchain? Then you should go out, go to Udemy, go to Coursera, go to LinkedIn, and get those specific, like 20, 30-minute trainings.
Or Sub
Always,
Zero?
always, always build hands on. So you want to learn about blockchain? Are you trying to be an engineer, a developer, just an educationist, or what are you trying to do? And when you take that and you say, okay, well, I want to develop, or I don't know, I'm going to do something. Actually, pull up your remix.io, which is your text editor, so you can actually write some code in Solidity and figure out like, okay, maybe this is not for me. So then you go ahead and you go down a rabbit hole of creating an NFT with doing more graphic stuff. Okay, well, maybe you're not that artsy. So you just start playing around, but the real only way to know and really learn blockchain is to do it. It's so new out here. No one can really say, like, oh, you got to go to this school or my course is better. We're all new. So the best way to do it is just to get your hands dirty and start doing stuff. That's the best way.
Good answer.
For sure.
They said SME, CCNA, blockchain, Cisco Unified Communication. She's literally walks on tech water. I love it.
There
Y'all,
you
I'm gonna chop
go.
up. I'm gonna chop up this video and be like top 10 questions in tech. Like y'all getting her, hitting her up good. It's good content. How do you have any suggestions for proper language for our RN wanting to cross over to tech?
RN. I'm guessing that's registered nurse.
Hmm.
Um,
I hope so. Unless she got some
right.
other stuff. I don't know.
I feel like I haven't really done it, but I've heard people with the medical billing coding knowledge of like codes matching to certain things. If you know that, you can transfer that coding knowledge, that translation knowledge, because that's in a coding way. Again, it's just making sure that this code matches this description, or vice.
Oh, yeah, you're quiet. Your audio went out. Is your earpods dying?
It, probably. Can you guys hear me? No.
Yeah, I can hear you now. I was
Okay.
just
Okay.
like, I was
Okay.
like, it was quiet, and I was like, I see your lips moving. I'm like, oh no, the earphones
But
quit.
as far as a nurse, I would really utilize the technology that you work with already as a nurse. So if you're working in, let's just say you work in a hospital and you're seeing equipment that have to plug into a cable, or equipment that, I don't know, something tech wise, whether you work on a computer, when nurses usually, put stuff in, they're looking at pictures, figure out what interests you in that tech part. And then you can start looking at keywords, because it's so much of what you can do, or how you can break into tech, that I can say anything, and you can get into it, but does that resonate to you?
Right.
I'm biased. I'm always
Mhm.
going to say start off with network engineering. If you do not have an exact specific niche that you want to be in, go network engineering. Why? Because everything's built off networking. You
Yeah.
cannot be a true cybersecurity person if you don't know network engineering.
Listen, listen. Here in Austin, Texas, Dale paid for network administrator degrees for free at the Austin Community College, and it was like every year it was like pulling teeth to get people to come. And three men who watched this channel, I'm not gonna say their names, being respectful, they were from New York, and one was from the other two were from New Jersey. They got on a bus, came down here to Austin, Texas, and took the free classes, got the free degree, and they got jobs. They doing great now. And they're like, whenever you want to go to dinner, I didn't want you to tell. I didn't want to tell you that I came here with no money because you yell at me. I'm like, yes, I would yell at you because that's dangerous. But hey, y'all do what you got to do. I understand it, but I don't know if they still do it. I have to go check with Austin Community College. But Dale paid. Dale was like, we need like 20,000 people. He's like, Dale was like, look, if we don't get y'all to do it, we're gonna go overseas. Simple as that. So,
And that's exactly what they're doing. If y'all
mhm.
don't get right and wanting to work hard, they're going to find someone else who can work hard for less money.
And they just train them on one thing.
Yep, yep. So
Okay,
good
so you
luck.
guys, I'm trying to be respectful of time. We got like less than 5 minutes. We're gonna try to she probably out here want a Benihana her dinner or something. I don't know, but I'm just she said, somebody said, how about just open up a wallet and play around with it? You can set up more than one. Is they talking about blockchain? What are you talking about?
Yeah, yeah, probably. You definitely can set up a decentralized wallet and play around with it. What I see when people want to get into blockchain, unless they're like, hey, what is blockchain? Like, I don't even, how do you access it? Definitely set up a wallet, play around, go from there. But if you want to get into this space of like developing or getting money from blockchain, then yeah, you're gonna have to do a little deeper and figure out what niche you want to be in. Wallet is more crypto, which is still good, but it's so much beyond crypto. It's blockchain. It's decentralized. You can create decentralized databases. MongoDB. AWS actually partners with MongoDB, decentralized databases. Like, get into that. But maybe you're
Mhm.
not a data scientist. Maybe you are a programmer. You can deal with Python. Solidity, the language, is written off Python and JavaScript put together with a little bit of C++. So if you
Mhm.
utilize that, I mean, because you're a software, you want to be into software programming, you would go into, smart contract developing. So it's it's a lot of moving parts with blockchain. And when people give a blanket statement like, what should I do with blockchain, or, where can I learn? That's you're just scratching the surface.
Right, 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 right. I love it. You guys, she's got good energy and she's got good information. There's two more questions. If y'all got one more last question, I'm reading off these last two, and then I'm just trying to be respectful of people's time, you guys, because I know it's like it's you guys. Well, you're in Houston, girl. I thought you was in Atlanta. I was about to say the time you ahead, but no, you're not. But it's still
7:30.
7:30 here. We got stuff to do too. Nah. So she said, can IT certs beef up a degree in health informatics as far as marketability? If so,
Mm.
what would be an average starting salary?
All right. So health informatics, really don't know too much about that, but that looks like insurtech. It looks like you can work in the health field, insurance field, healthcare industry, but work as a tech person in that field. It's very popular. They are hiring crazy with people with some health background, and they
Mm-hmm.
can kind of teach them IT skills, because they need those two people they need you to know both the like the compliance as well as technology. So IT certs, I would say, do something that's deal with data, something maybe more into like, something more on a data science, data analyst type realm, just to add an IT cert. But it's really just depend on, where you're trying to work, what actual position you're trying to be in. The salary, honestly, if you're entry level, you don't really have too much. The salary can start you off at like 85K. And then obviously you move up as you start adding more skill sets. But just, healthcare, you've always been in the healthcare field, you want to transition to tech, you get one LinkedIn cert, something in that sort. Starting off, you can make 85, and it all depends on what you're making now. Let's say, you are a nurse and you make, 85 now. Add in some IT search, you can probably negotiate to 100K.
Be like, I need 100.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
leaving patients dying on the floor here. I need 100. Not
Yeah.
literally dying, but maybe bleeding a little bit. Maybe bleeding. Thank
Yeah.
you for that. Listen, you guys are giving her good stuff. Let me this one, and then I saw Darwin, and that's the last two. Son is self-taught, writing own code formulas for his games, thinking he can use this talent in a bigger capacity. Could we consult with you to find out options for him?
Definitely, definitely. Since he is writing his own codes for games, GameFi is so big right now, and it's going to continue growing. Okay, they are paying people to play games, paying people to modify certain games, create metaverse games, Web3 games, decentralized. Like, ooh, he has a full future ahead of him.
Esports is big here. Like we had a football player just came here, bought a whole building in South Austin to dedicate to esports. We have EA Sports and then EA. The other side of it is the domain, and then the EA Sports is off Palmer, by the Apple building. I work in the black building next to the white building, as Tommy would say. So like, yeah, that's huge. Also, I put her link in again. Technically speaking, on the about to page, that's where the links for the consultation are. And
Yes,
here's the
yes.
last one. Is Cisco certification a good starting point? Some of us came in late. It's okay. It's all right. We had over 213 people come in and out the chat. So let's just, is
Listen,
Cisco certification a good starting point?
Cisco is great. It's so great because it's hard. It's really like, dang, I need a degree to take this. But the minute you get it, that's it. That's it. You just expound on what you've been doing so far, right? I like Cisco better than CompTIA. I feel like Cisco weighs more CompTIA. Cisco weighs more than, for me, a lot of certs. I ain't gonna say the names, but a lot of certs they weigh more than. I feel like Cisco is very niche and very specific. That there's not a lot of people who has the skill set, let alone going to go get this cert and pass it. The people I work for, one of my contracts is a telecommunications company, and one of my trainers, she said she took the CCNA twice and failed. And I'm like, dang. I was like, but I guess it don't matter because you're training me. So
It must not.
she said she tried. She was like, I've been trying to get Cisco certified, and this doesn't happen. So I think that if you want to take over and climb a mountain, it's definitely Cisco. It has set me up greatly to where 4 years later, I'm in the meeting in rooms with Deloitte, like, hey, what y'all want from me, and I'm about to write down a piece of paper how much I want, slide it to you. Like, you're
What you
taking me
really
out on a
want from
dinner.
me.
Yeah, you take me out on a dinner to offer me a job, like, and that's Cisco has brought me that way. So I'm always gonna be on Cisco side.
She said, this CCNA skill set is what we hire for the government contracts above all else. There you go. Straight from somebody who's in the government. Dun 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 dun. Well, listen, you guys. She gave 100. If you enjoyed the conversation, drop a one in the comments. She was firing squad. We hit her up. All the
Yes,
questions. I'm
yes,
gonna
y'all
break
did.
this video down. I'm gonna put it in Opus and let Opus AI cut it up for us. Um,
Ooh,
yeah, next level. Just you gotta get with the tech.
yes,
Um,
yes.
oh, somebody said, "Were you coming to Atlanta with me?" Now I don't know if you're going to Invest Fest because I know you in Houston right now, but I'm gonna do a little Sunday night whatever meet and greet mixer mastermind from 7 to 10. So if you're in the area, let me know. Everybody else is 50 to get in. Sorry, I'm sorry. Everybody else is 50 for her. Not 50.
All
Um,
right, all
we got
right.
we got a few little sponsors. Some of the past guests on the show dropped a few dollars, so we're gonna have nice wines and snacks, and a little bit of wine, a little bit of glassies, a little bit of snacks.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
everybody kept saying they want light snacks. I said, look, y'all want pizzas or sandwiches or not? Okay, because your girl
Give
probably
me,
gonna order pizzas. Okay,
right, I was like, give me the pizza. Come
yeah,
on.
I'm gonna get you some wine, but you're gonna get that pizza. Um,
Right.
but yeah, tell people where they can find you, where they can find you on the internet, where they can find you on your website, and say your name for the internet for the gram.
Yes, my name is Jessica KW. I'm the owner of Technically Speaking. You really can only find me one area, which is Discord, the Technically Speaking Discord server.
Wait, your ear pods went out
But you
again.
can go.
Okay, come back, come back.
I think they're dying. I think they're
Okay, say
dying.
it one more time.
Okay. So yes, I'm gonna start with my intro. My name is Jessica KW. I'm the owner of Technically Speaking. You can find me really just on Discord. Technically Speaking's Discord server. It is free. However, you can go to my website www.technicallyspeaking.com, and you can email us at support@technicallyspeaking.com and reach out with your questions. I believe we do have our consult now has up, so you can definitely book a consult.
For sure.
But if you really just want to, be around, I'm really only in Discord. I deleted all my social media because I'm on a path right
It's like
now.
I'm famous
So
right now.
yeah, so you really can only really see what's going on in the Discord, and it's free. The Discord is free.
It's free. Listen, I thank you for coming on, you guys. It's incredibly taxing and energy wise to bring people on to talk about their jobs and talk about tech and what they provide. I was about to get rid of like 1,000 videos and hide them off off YouTube, and then I got on like 3 consult calls, and the guy was like, "I found one of your old videos, and it made me call you." I said, "Oh,
Right.
thanks, thank you." So we doing what we do, but yeah, trust me. Oh, they said links broken. Hold on, let me. I got it directly from her page. Hold on. Let me
Don't
go
do
it
me
again.
like
Let
that,
me fix.
y'all. Y'all said the link's broken.
Hold on. Let me go. I got it directly from the page. Let me go back in. Hold on.
They said about -2.
Okay, let me try again. Here you go. How about this one? Okay. They get me in the chat. The link's not working. Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Don't get mad. Click that link. Try this one. I'll put a different one up on the screen. What about this one? Technically speaking /tech for student. Let me know if that works. If not, we're going. I don't want anybody to leave and not get the link. Then be mad with me. I got time.
Correct.
That one working, everybody?
And if not, I can just give you the Discord link.
Hold on, I'm
Um,
gonna do this right here. Also, this one I put another link in. I'm gonna share the screen. Um,
nope, not working. Y'all need to clear your cache of cookies now.
Try this one. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna show the screen. This is what I'm literally cooking on. I'm gonna go. This is the home screen. This is the home screen, and that's again TEKNIKALLY speaking
Yes,
SPEKAKING.com.
spell it right. But let me just go ahead and give you this.
Skynet trying to block y'all. Skynet trying to hold her back.
Let me
Get the
give you.
foot off her neck. This is the main page. This is the home page. Right here, you see unsure schedule a consult, blockchain expertise consulting. Okay, make sure y'all got it. They said y'all have to click the home page. Yeah, okay. Everybody says they have to click home. The last link worked. Okay, the last one worked good. We got a lot of comments.
Okay, yo.
It worked. It worked. Cool, 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 cool. Okay.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes,
I'll
yes.
make sure. I didn't want nobody acting like it was me. This is the home screen. This is what you should be seeing. Okay. They took care of you. They made sure it was right. Okay. Go on the home
Appreciate it.
screen. Click the home screen. You can see the consult link there. You can see also those choices. So thank you again, Jessica.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me. I love speaking to your audience. I've definitely started off watching your stuff. Was like, you know what?
Thank
She making sense. I
Thank
need
you.
to go do something with my life. And all I heard was you say, you need to go get a high income paying skillful job. Like, and I'm thinking like, what does that mean? Like,
Menace.
like I don't know what that means. Like
For
I
sure.
honestly did not know when you kept saying that. I understood from like an energy sense, but I just didn't know like so what's my first step? And just honestly going on Craigslist and Indeed and I found the network engineer just like, oh, this is what she's saying. So I've just always been on your team since then.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it, you guys.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes,
I
you're
appreciate
welcome.
it. Just here to serve. Here to serve. Changing one life at a time. Okay. So, anyways, you guys, this is your girl Erica from the Classic Climb blog. Thank you so much for your time. We are out of here. Thank you. We went an hour and 15 minutes. I always respect everybody's time so that they'll come back on again. Okay. So thank you, Jessica. And we'll set up that future Benihana experience for our Classic Climb masterminds next year in the DFW area. And we have one coming in Central Texas and one in Houston. So, for those of you when you don't see us on the internet, that's what we're doing offline. All right, you guys.
Yes.
This is your Erica Classy Climb blog. Thank you so much for your time. Later.
Bye.